One of the major offseason talking points surrounding Munetaka Murakami, one of the most powerful hitters in the history of Japanese baseball who was set to come over to the USA, was how he struggled mightily versus velocity during his time in the NPB. Despite this not really having a true basis in reality, as Peter Appel on Twitter pointed out before he officially signed, that .095 batting average that kept cropping up was far from accurate, with him instead posting OPS totals well north of 800 versus offerings of both 93 miles an hour plus and 95 miles an hour plus. And while I will admit, yes, his in-zone whiff percentage is a bit concerning entering his rookie season, I still do think he's set to be an impact player in 2026. And he certainly got off to a nice start in his first spring training game, when he registered multiple missiles off of big league fastballs. His day began inauspiciously with a ground out and a 3-pitch at bat, one that also featured a chase on a changeup. But it wouldn't be long after this that he would post his first highlight of the year, as in the top of the third with his team now ahead 4-1, he came up versus righty Nolan Schultz, working the count to 2-0 before crushing a high fastball into center field at 108.3 miles an hour, a number bordering on an outlier exit velocity. But this wasn't even his most impressive AB of the day, as he would come back up in the top of the fourth, this time with the bases loaded and righty Porter Hodge in the mound, and immediately got behind 0-1 on a mid-90s fastball. Perhaps he was reinforcing that aforementioned theme of struggling on velocity, right? Wrong. On the very next pitch, he got another heater at the same speed and in roughly the same location, but this time he launched it out to center field at 105.5 miles an hour, with it traveling 408 feet, eventually going off the wall when Seiya Suzuki, his future WBC teammate, lost it in the sun. Now, I'm sure some people are going to point out that it probably shouldn't have been a hit, but I don't really care too much about the result. More so the process. With the concerns that had circulated over this offseason, managing to turn around a pitch that fast this early in spring is certainly encouraging, and already put some egg on the face of some of his biggest haters. His final plate appearance of the day was relatively quiet, with him taking a fastball for a strike, then fouling off 3 consecutive pitches before taking a called third strike on a high sweeper. This would be his final appearance of the ballgame, being replaced by Ryan Galaney soon after. This left him with a 2-for-4 performance with 2 RBIs, certainly a solid start to the spring. What's more, those exit velocity numbers were special as well, as the White Sox only had 13 instances last year where they had a player register 2 or more hits in a game at over 105 miles an hour. Keep in mind, this is his first game of the year. As for the overall game, the White Sox dominated pretty much from start to finish, hitting a couple homers early before tacking on a few more late, eventually emerging victorious over their crosstown rivals by a final score of 8-1. Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in a video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.